Hello, all you beautiful, creative people. Thank you for being here. Welcome back to my channel. I am going to do something a little bit different tonight. I am going to do a puddle pour with the pearl paints, a wrecked puddle pour. They look like beautiful leaves or flowers. But I had done two paintings where I puddled the color and then the pearl on top. And this time, instead of having a color, I'm going to do it with metallics. So the puddle will be metallic, the pearl will go on top. So I still have, people ask about like creative block or how do you come up with so many ideas? And I literally take pieces of paper and write them down. I have tons of different ideas the list goes on and on and on. I have a basics series coming out for you where I go back to the basics of a ton of different techniques, and I'm gonna make it a playlist so that if you ever want, creativity or inspiration or just to learn a new technique, you can go to that list. I have a wrecked ring pour series that I just thought about, and I'm continuing on with my swipe series and my pearl series too, and my cloud series as well, dream cloud series. But for these wrecked ring pours coming up, I got super excited. I wanted to wreck them in different ways to see which design I like best. So I have so much coming up. I basically have enough ideas for the rest of the year. So I am super excited to get working on some of these. You may have already seen some of these that are on this list, but I did have that question. And so when I go, just whenever I get an idea, I write it down or I think about a topic. And then when I, get to a point where maybe I'm not feeling so creative that day, I can go to that list and look at it and say, you know what? I forgot about this. Let me try this. So maybe that would help you as well, but it was just a little tip for you. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I've got gold, copper, and bronze here, and those are gonna be the base puddle layers. I'm gonna work on a black canvas, a black base tonight, and because I really think that will help those metallics pop. So let's paint. All right, so first things first is the black puddle in the middle here. And that should be plenty. I will stretch that out just a little bit, but first I'm gonna get rid of this. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and pop any air bubbles here. It's gonna be a good day because it didn't take too many times to light my torch. I say that and watch the rest of the day be terrible. I had a weekend. There are people in the neighborhood that do the front grass, and I came out to paint. I was so excited, and the whole day they were cutting things and everybody was out, and I couldn't even make any videos. I had to pause and stop, and I was like, oh. So I painted a little bit for myself, which I still do as well, but I was just like, oh, when I felt it, couldn't do it. All right, so I'm just gonna get started. I'm gonna just puddle the metallics here. I was also thinking about which color I want to go on which one, and I will talk to you a little bit about that as well. But I'm just going to start with my puddles here. And these are from the paints that I mixed up a while back. This would be pretty just as metallics, I think, without the pearl on top. Oh, I needed to leave some room for some other colors here, huh? All right, so I'll do a copper there. Still planning out where my bronze is going to go. And I'm hoping these are the same consistency because they don't quite look it. The gold has a halo around it, so we'll see. Oh, I saw something. Yes, I did. Okay. One right there. Do I want any more? I feel like maybe one up here. And I do feel like I need one there, but it'll be a tiny one. Oh man. I might even do another little gold one right there. Do I want one right there? Okay, fine. Okay, you talked me into it. Just a tiny one. All right, so that is the first part. Oh, I hope these are going to be the same. Okay. All right, so now I want to do, I'm using pearl yellow, violet, red, green, and blue. I left out the pearl white. If you saw a couple of videos ago, I used pearl white. It like took over the ring pour that I did. So now I think I'm gonna do, I want to see how they show up on different colors too. So maybe I'll do a yellow here. A yellow on this one. And, ooh! Already dripping. I knew I was going to drip that. Okay, problem solved. And maybe a yellow here. Okay, so now that I've got them on all of them, now I can just spread them out a little bit. Maybe one right there. Well, I already started there, so I wasn't going to do it there because those normally go off the end and I'll lose both of my yellows, but oh well. What are you, violet? So I will do a violet here. Oh, I am just, I am dripping all over the place. Oh, see, I want to fix that because you want your ring to be solid there. Okay, so I've got violet here. Maybe a violet here. Violet here. I'll leave that for now. I'm not going to remember where these colors are. Red. I'm interested to see how these show up too. Okay, so I'll do red up there. Did I already do one right there? I don't know. Okay. All right, so I did this pretty good. Green right here. Green right here. These are varying in size, so I don't know how that's gonna turn out, but green right there. Oh, maybe a green over here. I filled these cups too full. Okay. And now my blue, and then I'll go back in with whatever is left over. So there's blue. 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 What's up there? What did I put up there? Is there already a violet there? there's gonna be. All right, and maybe, gosh, I don't know what these colors are anymore, and they're not showing up. All right, and then maybe this little one is a green. Oh, is that green? I think that's green. You can't go wrong with violet, right? Okay. All right, that pot is done. This is actually looking really cool. Now, I'm a little bit concerned because you cannot see these colors at all. I cannot tell what is showing up at all. So I am hoping that they will. All right, so I'm going to super thin lines, because I think I'm only going to swipe through this twice. Oh, the pattern always comes out so pretty. I was thinking on my last painting that I did, that one with the pearl white, how I didn't really like the composition of the way it was wrecked, because I tried to wreck it this way, and with those circular rings, it just didn't come out very well. It came out very, like when I stretched it, it just didn't hold the design very well. So that got me thinking about the wrecked ring pour experiments, so that you can pick your favorite out of those. Oh, look at that design. It's so pretty, and I love that the black draws through them and creates its own design as well. It's so pretty. So, so pretty. All right. This is going to be short and sweet. It's always famous last words when I say that. Okay. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna put my gloves on. Somebody asked about my gloves too the other day, like, why are you wearing gloves now? You used to never wear gloves. Do you not like paint on your hands? And that's actually not it at all. I don't mind paint on my hands. I actually used to love it, but I had to wash my hands in the sink, and I didn't like doing that anymore. So I try to wear my gloves as much as possible. And then what I do is I spray my hands down and wipe them off with a paper towel. And that gets most of the debris off of them if there is any. And that way it's just a little bit less that goes down the drain. So, and sometimes the chemicals or the paints can irritate your skin too. So I don't always wear them, but just trying to do a little bit where I can, I guess. All right, I think I'm gonna get started. So I'm gonna come down to this corner first. I always feel like I leave this corner for last. So I'm gonna go there first. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Oh my goodness. I love how this design is stretching out. Oh my gosh. What? This is so pretty. Wow. You can see the colors starting to come up. Ooh, I have a lot of paint under here that's going to make like a little metallic brown. Wow, I have this one little thing in there. I don't know what it is. Let me see, where's my... Don't know what it is, but I think I'm gonna draw through there. All All right, I am very happy with this. Now let's see if the colors show up, right? Do I need to fix? Yeah, I just need to do a tiny bit to my sides. And I really like this. This one actually did not end up looking so much like flowers, but it is a gorgeous design. I feel like I had too much base coat on, and to stretch that off, it kind of elongated the flowers out, but I actually love it. All right, so let's see what this one looks like. I'll show you wet, and then I'll show you dry. All right, there she is. You can already see, so the colors are definitely going to show up. You can already see the purple starting here. You can see there's green up in that corner. I don't know how bright they'll be. That is purple down here. Little bit of blue there. So I am super excited to see how this turns out. All right, let's see. Woo-wee. I really, really like this one. So I inadvertently, I mean, I didn't really mean to, but I ended up putting complementary colors together. So I did this is red here, but I also did the purple on the yellow. I did the green with the copper, which is like a reddish undertone. So that's actually kind of, and I did the green here, the blue with the more bronzish color, which is kind of like the blue and the orange. So I actually ended up doing complementary colors without meaning to do that as much, but the pearls showed up really well, and the metallics shine as well. So I do also I was worried about the way the metallics were reacting with the black, but I actually love that it kind of fades into the black here. So I really like that too. But I'll take you in like this and show you. I'm so happy with this one. So I still have another one to do, which is to layer some different colors with the pearls and do a different color background. So I'll be doing that one soon. But look at the swipes in between them where I wrecked it. It's the metallic. It is so cool. I could look at this one for days. I love it. All right, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed this one. All right, happy painting. Bye.